Wow. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I have had a hell of a week, and I'm going to tell you about it. This week, I've experienced all walks of life in the same week, and I don't even know how that's possible, but it happened. At the beginning of the week, I witnessed the end of life, and I saw my great grandmother's lifeless body, and she looked so peaceful and calm. And listening to all the stories about her from everyone who was loved by her just was inspiring to an unbelievable degree. She spent so many decades of her life nurturing and loving the people around her, from her children to her grandchildren to her great grandchildren to her great great grandchildren. I mean, an incredible long life, giving to others, giving love, giving nurture, giving lessons, giving wisdom. It was just like witnessing legacy right then and there. And it also showed me to value my time here and do the things that I deeply want to do for myself and make sure that I'm experiencing a life that I love. Because on one hand, there was great appreciation and love shown to my great grandmother, and on the other hand, some people hardly acknowledged it. So it was just this reminder of like how you could spend your life dedicated to people and still not really have them show up how they should. So you definitely have to balance those two things out. But rest in peace to my great grandmother. She looked amazing and she looked peaceful, and I know she's resting well. Then I'm standing next to my mother, who recently celebrated a 50th birthday right in the middle of life. And I'm there just cheering her on, reminding her that, hey, she's 50% complete, which means she has more learning and living to do. You're only 50% complete. And she just recently went through some different changes in her life. And it's just a reminder, it is never too late to reinvent yourself. And that's literally what I'm watching her do right before my eyes at 50. And she looks wonderful. She's in a thriving relationship. She finally met, you know, the love of her life, and it's just such a joy to witness. And it's a reminder for me, like, hey, you're not done, you're far from done, you know, and she's far from done. So there's so much more of life to live. So if you're in that middle stage, please keep going, keep shining, keep growing, keep evolving. Then I go right to the beginning of life, and I'm celebrating my 10-year-old cousin's birthday, and she just has so many questions. Her imagination is wild, and you know, and children kind of bring out that curiosity in you, that possibility in you. And I always say children have the answer. Children have the answer. If you want inspiration, be around a child. Their mind is fresh, their vision is fresh, and they give you hope. All of it just made my heart so full, and it reminded me that no matter what you go through in life, at some point you are humbled and you're brought right back down to your roots, to your family.